right, we are back for some of our regular language today. So I hope you watched the video from the first one because that's page 161, just reviewing over some of the things that I noticed that we were missing, and I want to make sure we get those down. Now, I was going to hide these until a little bit later, but I know that you're going to see them when I get to our review on the board. But these are my conjunction bracelets. Remember I showed you yesterday that conjunctions connect, and so we connected these. So my and, or, and but, they are here on my arm. So I want you to make conjunction junction bracelets. By the way, did you see that video? Thank you to Jackson and Mrs. Shepherd for reminding me and putting that out there so that I could share that with you guys, because that is something that when Miss Monroe was a little girl, maybe your age, I know, is it possible? It is possible. I'm not that, never mind. I was a little girl at one time. But that was something that I remember so well. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? So when Mrs. Shepherd and Jackson sent that to me, I thought, oh, I've got to share this with my kids. So I hope you enjoyed that, that little video. But make some conjunction bracelets today and then write on them. I'm going to have peanut butter and jelly for lunch, or I'm happy but annoyed with my brother, or do you prefer pizza or spaghetti? Okay, so use your conjunction junction bracelets and share those with me, because I want to see your and, or, but bracelets that you've decided to choose some things with, okay? But I want to go, oh, see, there's a conjunction. I want to get to our sentences, because this is what we were doing on page 161 that I wanted to kind of just make sure we got down so that we are really settled with it for tomorrow for our test, and we've got each of those parts down, and we're going to break them down. We're going to do the first thing we're going to do is our subject predicate divide. When we're looking for our subject predicate divide, the easiest thing for us to do is to look for action, because we can easily figure out what's an action, or am, is, are, was, were, or a helping verb. Okay, so think those and look for those, and that will help you to know where to start to put our subject predicate divide. So this first sentence says, Eli's dog barked noisily. What's our verb? Right, barked. So that subject predicate divide line is going to go in front of barked, because dog is going to be the subject part, and barked noisily is Eli's dog is the subject part, barked noisily is the predicate part. Okay, so we put it between dog and barked. Look at our second sentence. Several people ran quickly in the race. What is our verb? What is the thing that you can do? You can run. Very good. So in front of ran, right after people, because several people would be our subject part, ran quickly in the race would be our predicate part. Okay, remember we talked about this way back in the beginning when we first started learning our sentences and what they were. We learned how to do our subject predicate divide. So the subject side and the predicate side, okay? Then sentence number 3, my little sister greeted our mom joyfully. So what is the verb? What is the thing that was happening in that sentence? Greeted, okay? Greet is something you do. So right in front of greet, you're going to put our little line, because that shows the divide between our subject side and our predicate side. My little sister and greeted our mom joyfully. And then the last sentence, I know you can't see it so very well, but it says, Zach will finish his book soon. Okay, Zach will finish his book soon. Let me just pull it out just a little bit. All right, and we have to think, what is the verb in there? Finish. But remember, when we have a word like will, that's a helper. Will finish. So we're going to put the line right in front of will, right after Zach. Zach is our subject side. Will finish his book soon is our predicate side. After we are done now figuring out our subject predicate divide, let's go back and underline our verbs twice and our subject once. So we already figured out that barked is our verb, okay? We don't do barked noisily as the verb, that this is the predicate side, but only one of those words right for this one is a verb. Who or what barked? Dog. Not Eli's dog, just dog, okay? What's our verb for number 2? We've already figured that out. It's ran. Who or what ran? Yes, people, okay? People ran. Sentence number 3, my little sister greeted our mom joyfully. Greeted is our verb, underlined twice. And who or what greeted? Very good. Sister greeted. Then our last sentence, what is the action? We already said finish, but we have 2 words here. Will finish. Will is a helping verb to go with our finish. Will finish. Who will finish? Zach will finish. So underline Zach once, underline will finish twice. Okay? So now we've got our subject, predicate, verb, subject, predicate, or verb. Okay? Once we have that, the next thing that we're going to do is look for adjectives. Look for the nouns in that sentence and see if there's anything that is describing the nouns in the sentence. So the only noun in sentence number 1 is what? Dog. Is there anything that is describing dog? That's answering the question, which one, what kind, how many, or whose? So is it which one, that dog, this dog? Is it what kind? Black dog, gray dog, guard dog. Okay, is it any of those? How many? Is it telling 3 dogs, 1 dog, 4 dogs? Or whose? My dog, Eli's dog, her dog. Right, Eli's is describing dog. Circle Eli's and draw an arrow from Eli's neatly to dog. Okay? Look at our next sentence. Several people ran quickly in the race. Well, we have people that we know is noun. Is there anything that describes people? Yes. What question does it answer, though? Several answers which question? How many? How many people? Several. Okay, not which one or what kind. It's important to know what questions that answers. So several is how many. Any other nouns? Good. I heard somebody. Race is another noun in this sentence. And is there any adjective that is describing race? Yes, the. Finally, we remember the sweet little word the. You guys have been leaving thes and a's and ands out in the cold. No longer are they to be left out in the cold. They are words too. Don't forget them. They have feelings. They do. Okay, so sister is our noun for our third sentence. Is there anything that's describing sister? Which one? Not big sister, not, old sister, not cute sister, not ugly sister, but little, okay? Little is describing sister. Anything else? Whose? Not hers, not yours, not Stephen's, not whoever. We could go through. No, it's my little sister. So draw an arrow from my to sister. But don't forget, some of you aren't circling all of your adjectives. You have to circle them all. Are there any other nouns? Mom is a noun. Excellent. Is there anything that's describing? Yes, again, our is describing mom. Whose mom? Our mom. Now, we already have Zach, but there's no adjective there. So I guess we're done, right? Whoa, settle down. Wait, what am I missing? Zach will finish his book soon. Oh, book. You're right. Book is a noun, but there's no adjective. Whoa. Okay. Shh. Don't yell. Don't yell. The baby's probably sleeping. Shh. Whose book? Oh, see, I knew you guys could do it. Maybe I just have to pretend like I don't know, and then you'll help me, because I knew you knew how to do it, but you're not quite remembering in your own books. So do it there too. All right. So now that we are done with our adjectives, we're going to go back to every sentence again, and we're going to see if there may possibly be an adverb in those sentences. So we're going to look at our verb this time, and we're going to ask barked, how, when, how often, okay, or how much. Barked, oh, how. So noisily. So this is going to help you with page 161. Remember where it says, my blank pet eats blank each morning? We don't say eats dog food or eats pet food or eats goldfish. No, eats how, when, where, or how much. Okay. Noisily. Eats noisily. So noisily is circled, and you draw an arrow back to barked. Okay. Then we have ran. Ran how? Ran quickly. Very good. And then greeted. Is there anything that talks about how the sister greeted mom? Yes, greeted how? Joyfully. Not angrily, not sadly, okay? Joyfully. Will finish. Will finish how? No, when? Ooh, is there when? Zach will finish his book soon? Soon. It tells when. Jack will finish his book in 3 years? No. Soon, it says. So soon tells us when. Okay? So remember, think each of those through. Ask the questions. That's what your sentences are going to be looking like. Okay? Can you see? I know you can't see that as well with the orange. But that's what your sentences should look like. You should be able to tell each adjective, each noun, each verb, each adverb. So take your time and go through those sentences carefully. All right, we'll come back with our one last review and our page for today.